And I made a lot of money for Chappelle's show. When I left that show, I never got paid. They didn't have to pay me because I signed the contract.
What it do, YouTube? Woke Reg here, back at you with another woke video. So today I'm going to react to Dave Chappelle reveals how Hollywood elite controls black celebs. Let's get into it.
And I made a lot of money for Chappelle's show. When I left that show, I never got paid. They didn't have to pay me because I signed the contract. But is that right? I found out that these people were streaming my work and they never had to ask me or they never had to tell me. Perfectly legal because I signed the contract. But is that right?
They said even though his contract said he should get half of it, they said he made too much for the contract to be valid, so we'll offer you 10% of what you made. You mean he made $500 million and they offered him 50? Yes. And he said, what do you think my fans are going to say when they find out you offered me 10% of what I made you? And they said, your fans will believe that you're a crazy crackhead by the time you get...
Why'd you walk away?
Oh man, this is going to be crazy. Yo, if you're new or if you're not new and you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit it right now. Give me a like, drop your comments down below, and share this everywhere. Trying to get this channel to 3,000 subscribers. Let's get back into this.
From $50 million.
Well, I wasn't walking away from the money.
Yeah.
I was walking away from the circumstances that were coming with the newfound plateau.
Yeah.
It takes a while when you punch through to adjust to the atmosphere. It was completely outside of my frame of reference. I've been in show business since I was 14, and I've heard the stories of what happens, and I've seen these kinds of things play out in front of me.
Okay. When you say you heard the stories, what do you mean? What stories?
I mean, you see before, look, Mariah Carey made a $100 million deal, and 3 months later, she's all of a sudden mysteriously crazy. Or Martin Lawrence punches through and he's waving a gun on the street screaming, they're trying to kill him.
Dave Chappelle is never one to hold back his opinions, and in this case, he is speaking out against the way black celebrities are treated by the Hollywood elite. The iconic actor and comedian recently spoke out about the treatment of black celebrities in Hollywood, saying that they are treated like slaves by the industry's elite. Fans and opponents alike are questioning how serious the issue is after hearing Chappelle's remarks. Stay tuned for further details on Chappelle's bombshell accusations on the balance of power.
This is pretty much the closest thing to artificial intelligence in trading. This robot beats almost all human traders when it comes to passing.
That's good to know. Let's get back to the show.
Or in Hollywood.
What's going on? Why is Dave Chappelle going to Africa? Why does Mariah Carey make a $100 million deal and take her clothes off on TRL? A weak person cannot get to sit here and talk to you. Ain't no weak people talking to you. So what is happening?
Gabe also noted that despite their fame and fortune, these black superstars are still treated as slaves by the industry's elite. In addition, he made it crystal apparent that the way black celebrities are treated is both unfair and demeaning. Furthermore, the industry expects these superstars to uphold a particular storyline and public persona, and those who don't risk being banned or otherwise marginalized if they don't conform.
In business, nothing is coincidental, or you will be hearing who's losing money. In all of these situations, it's only the artist that's losing. Somebody makes big money. When these rappers get killed, not incidental. Somebody.
He also discussed the difficulties he encountered in his own career, including the pressure to stifle his sense of humor and project an image that would appeal to a broader audience. He received outrage for his refusal and was eventually compelled to take a hiatus from the business. Some interesting facts about Hollywood A-listers are also revealed by Dave Chappelle. You probably already know that the famous person has been in show business since he was a teenager and that his discoveries have sent shockwaves around the globe. In an interview with Oprah Winfrey, Dave discussed the traumatic experiences of his youth and how those in power attempted to exert control over him as a result.
Trying to get me to take psychotic medication. Yeah, like I'm sitting around, I was stressed out, but the people that were telling me I was insane I believe that they...
Dave, as we are all well aware, is exceptionally bright. He always saw these things coming and picked his battles intelligently as a result. He said he witnessed the following.
I've heard the stories of what happens, and I've seen these kinds of things. I'm not taking this medicine, man, because I know these people be trying to control you or maybe discredit you.
David elaborated by saying he learned the hard way that getting away from the bad guys who were trying to suffocate him was the greatest way to break free. We can now guess their...
Sorry to stop the video, but I just want to say this one thing about Dave Chappelle. People are saying he's a clone because he was fighting against the system. I just want to put that out there.
Tactics. If their false diagnosis doesn't allow them access to the wrong prescription, they'll just label you as crazy and hope no one takes you seriously. In addition, Dave's supporters were unwavering in their faith in his assertions, saying, "The industry is wicked to the death." The ranks of people revealing the inner workings of Hollywood elites now include Cat Williams. Williams claims that high-profile incidents are actually arranged by the powerful, like Will Smith supposedly slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars. He thinks these gatherings are planned to make a buck from the disgrace of black celebrities.
Most slappable. And if you gonna slap him, you just need the greatest guy, the bestest guy, the one who's shown us him being on his best beat.
One of Cat's followers noticed and confirmed Cat's claim by tweeting, "Elites, as usual, have that slave grip on blacks. They use black celebs or blacks with a little power to divide and conquer and keep us fighting at the bottom. The obvious but simple tactic that always works." Now, Cat isn't the only famous person to bring this up. Recently, however, Kanye West has argued that many black celebrities are under the sway of the elites.
Son, you're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing.
Of course, Kanye also said the industry was sacrificing human lives, but nobody took him seriously and thought he was crazy. I mean, what do you think now? Charlemagne thought God also brought up this topic when he interviewed a Business Insider. The industry's promotion of a drug-using lifestyle and its efforts to recruit artists prompted him to inquire as to why.
It's opportunistic. Yeah, I got people to feed. I got a business to run.
He is not the least bit embarrassed by his cruel actions, as you heard for yourself. Not only that, but Kanye has also spoken out about the seedier side of the music business. What does he have to say?
Apple right now, go to Apple Music. Let's load up the top 10 songs. I guarantee you they're promoting black serial killing.
He makes strong accusations such that the media profits from the deaths of black people, and as a result, the system cuts him off.
The truth is this, a bunch of young black male rappers keep dying. You know who's not dying? Record executives. The record executives that push for them to continue to make songs and create a culture that is...
Tana isn't completely crazy to be worried. The homicide rates of black musicians and rappers are through the roof. To ignore the influence of the culture being promoted through their music and the fact that they are being used as a puppet is named.
She's obsessed with it, but those record executives, they're not dying because they don't push this culture on their own people. But they're encouraging you to push it.
The record companies and Hollywood elites are to blame for encouraging young black guys to resort to violence so that they can profit from it and treat them no differently than slaves.
Not just one. They're promoting black. The red media is making money off of blacks being serial killers to each other. Also misogynistic.
It takes a lot of guts for Kanye to point out that the wealthy are profiting from the dangers black musicians face. Black music continues to glorify violence despite the tragic loss of so many musicians. So, who exactly is it that the media's negative representation of black people hurts the most? You ask who it is, and well, let us tell you, it's the black community. And to add insult to injury, record companies are openly promoting these harmful practices. Rapping about violent events is a certain way to get black artists noticed, and that's precisely what record firms want. While this tactic certainly does damage to these musicians' reputations, it also feeds into a self-destructive loop.
At the end of the day, our enemy isn't a man from another race but the devil, who is trying to make us fight so that we don't succeed together. Kanye said what he said because of what he's been.
Fans are pleased and have shown their support for black celebrities who are speaking out against the elites in Hollywood who have treated them so poorly. The tweet read, "Truth, years of propaganda geared towards black folks have created this, from celebs to sports. I've been seeing many more blacks starting to speak out against it, and I'm hoping the trend continues. Black versus white isn't the issue, it's the elite class versus everybody that's good." Another supporter appreciates Kanye's commitment to black people and his willingness to expose elites. Damn.
That is so facts.
Do you want to get paid every week as a ClickBank affiliate? Just imagine getting almost guaranteed affiliate payments wired weekly to...
These ads, man.
Slavery wasn't a choice then, but now it is. Black just don't want to stand up for themselves. If this story doesn't wake the rich black celebs all over the world, we will forever be slaves. Even if you have millions in the bank, you'll still be less human to them. Remember, we saw it happen to Tupac and Biggie in the 1990s when executives like Diddy held the rights to Biggie's album and made a fortune at the expense of the victims. As Jaguar Wright himself put it,
Puffy has been making money off of Biggie's name for longer than Biggie was alive. What happened to that album? It was being mixed and mastered upon Biggie's death.
Even Dame Dash did his best to clear up the mystery of the industry's supposed 360 deals. He said that they gain money off of the artists' efforts while leading them to believe that they will get money after the publicity.
When you sign a record deal, because it's corporate money, they spend a lot of money and a lot of people get paid, and you don't really have too much margin. But everybody gets paid, but the artist.
Dame went on to say that if an artist signs one of these contracts, the executives essentially have complete control over their careers.
Now, you can't, I own your ass on the road and your clothes, and also every time you make money from endorsements. So you actually telling someone to give up their whole entire behind. And
Dame says he is creeped out by the prevalence of this setup in today's society. Despite popular belief to the contrary, he is neither a slave nor poor. And Dame provides an easy-to-understand explanation for those who are unfamiliar.
And slave broke is when someone that has a job considers you broke because you don't have any liquid, because all your money's in your businesses and your real estate and you got cash flow and independence. That's like a slave's fear. He's like that.
The industry, however, appears to want the artists to serve as virtual slaves so that they can reap the rewards of the artist's labor. Cardi B has also started sharing videos on TikTok in which she discusses the seedier side of Hollywood, just like Dame did.
An oath when I was 16, and loyalty means so much.
She went so far as to say that those who work in the industry are selling their souls to the devil.
If the devil, let's say if the devil comes to you, right? And so I'll give you $100 million, but I want you to turn your back on God.
Looking at the music industry as a whole, we find numerous youthful fatalities, such as those of Nipsey Hussle and Pope Smoke, in addition to all the well-known performers who have passed away. Pope died at the young age of 20. Notable deaths also include that of Juice WRLD, who died of a heroin overdose. Conspiracy theories tend to gain traction when tragic deaths occur. This is a report of Juice WRLD's death. He had a seizure induced by acute oxycodone and codeine intoxication. They are painkillers prescribed by doctors, and nurses' painkillers are extremely addictive. That's why I try not to take them. One of the fans commented, "It's crazy how a lot of black celebs that die get killed shortly after making a positive change in black communities. And the world Trina tell me that the hood did that. Nah, we hips. The government is so grimy." All these deaths of young people, particularly young black artists, lend credence to claims that elites treat them like slaves and regulate their every move. That's all, good people. Bye for now, and see you later.
Let me pause this. Yo, so that's it, guys. Let me stop this thing. So that's it, guys. This is kind of long, so I'm not going to say much, but I agree with everything they were saying on there. They are using the black artists. They're killing them because they really don't care about black lives. And it's been going on for a long time. And we keep feeding into it. When I say we, I'm talking about all the people that are into this type of, music or just entertainment, period. We so focus on this entertainment, we let this entertainment industry run our lives. We need to stop it. And we need to save our black people. So I agree that it's rituals going on. I agree with Kanye. The industry is sacrificing people. So I'm still doing my research on everything. So I'm saying I agree. There's something going on. Something's not right. Let me know, guys, what you think. Leave that down in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button. Share this everywhere. Let's get this channel 3,000 subscribers. Trying to grow this channel so I can keep bringing all this woke content, because everybody needs to wake up to what's really going on in the music industry, in politics, and all around the world, especially here in the United States. All right, that's it. Remember, Get woke and stay woke. Stay tuned for my record, Get Woke and Stay Woke, coming out soon. Peace.